Come on, Ford. Come on. we need fuel in it. We ran out. Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 on Court Farms. So, as you probably know from the last episode, this ran out of fuel whilst using auto drive on the way back. So I just had to give it a bit of a nudge. It did get there. I don't know how. I've got a clue how, but he did. But when I tried to start the engine right at the end of the last episode, we just got no fuel kind of warning. So I'm doing that now. It shouldn't take loads. In fact, I do need to change this back on. There we go. So you can see we're moving it up 50. I think it's only got, yeah, look, 60 litres. So that's fully fueled. This is why it runs out so quick. But yeah, job done. So in this episode, we're going to be mowing the grass field that we bought. Well, the two that we bought. We're going to get it all sorted and mowed. I've had an idea though. We're going to invest in something. We're going to try it before we buy it. So first thing I want to do is I want to head down. I want to head down to the field and put a waypoint because we haven't actually got one set up. Just because it's yeah, it's a bit of a strange field to start. It's a bit of a strange field to buy within the game, so it's not actually set up. So I thought, why not just head down? We can use auto drive after, as soon as it's set up, because we're going to go there quite a lot, obviously, with us working on it and the intention to work on it anyway. And there's going to be expansions along the way as we expand it out. So it's going to be a big part of the series to make the money to build our farm. Now we have got 74,000. We could start building some things on the farm, but I think it's better if we just get straight into our grass field and maybe get some equipment that makes our life easier. I think we're alright with the mower. We can expand that. We can improve that, but we're not going to. I don't think it's wise to do that. It's good enough. The only other thing I'd say would be a decent upgrade that we don't really need, but would be the windrow, just because I have problems with it. It misses bits. It's not a very good one. I think going with a base game one is always the right option. So we could get one of them. But the thing that takes the most time is the bale loading. I'm going to buy, or lease out first, a bale loader, an automatic one. So not like auto load, the ones that we have to still pick up, drive to the bales, but it manually picks them up for me. And we're going to go try that out. We're going to see how it works out or performs. And that's probably the best thing to do. As you can tell as well, I did move out the fence. I think I've just missed a post, Santa. I have. Look, what a clown. I am a bloody post. I missed one of them. But it is now one big field. So this bit you can see where the fence used to be. It's got nettles and all that stuff, but hopefully we'll sort that out. But I've missed this one bloody post as well. I'll get that sorted. For the meantime, we'll just have to mow round. But yeah. Obviously, I didn't have my glasses on, even though I don't wear glasses. But maybe I should, especially for missing posts. But yeah, let's go get the auto drive set up to this. We'll just call it Scroft's grass field or whatever. Doesn't really matter, does it? I mean, it's probably not got an actual field number properly, but let's get this sorted out. It's going to be a pain, so I think we'll just set it as if we're going to and from the farm and try and do it good enough. It might be an idea that I take a few of them hedges out in GE and expand that gate. There is bigger gates. Might be a good idea. Let's do a bit of a loop, eh? Probably going to have to drive around the boundary of the field, but for now, we'll just do a bit of a loop. I'm hoping most of the time we're going to be going back to the farm anyway. I know you can do this a different way, and it's probably quicker, but I like it this way because it's kind of more precise, and you got less chance of having problems with, obviously, the vehicles using hitting or colliding, because that's, it's a tight gate. It is a tight gate. I think that's good enough. We just need to set a waypoint. We'll leave the baler in here because we're going to be using it. We don't need to go anywhere else with it. But what we will do is drive the fast track up with the mower, and then we'll go and have a quick look. We'll have a quick look at this item we're going to buy. So we'll call it Scroft's There we go. That'll do. So it's there, done, happy. And we're going to have to park this up, aren't we, somewhere? There is another way through that track, but there might be a better way, but still, it's a tight gate. Don't want to get in the way of Courseplay if we do set the mower going. Just trying to think the best place to park it. We need to do a boundary anyway, don't we? So let's just leave it here. And yeah, I've even left this up at the biogas plant from the last episode. We're going to need this guy, aren't we? Maybe not the row, though. Depends. Depends how we get on. In fact, yeah, we're going to go. We're going to try out a different row. It makes sense to do. So let's just set this to Scroft's grass field. Driver can't reach it. Well, that's ridiculous. Did I not set that up right? I haven't got a clue. Have I messed that up somehow? I've obviously messed this up. Yep, I can see it. There we go. That'll be why. Let's try that again. There we go. It's me faffing about. So we're not going to need this. Not where we're heading now. Let's try and improve on what we're doing. So we need to go down to the store with the really loud, I mean really loud, JCB. So let's try and we might have to set the other tractor down as well, thinking about it. 5 point. We also want to change this to 5 point. What we should probably do is go round this guy. Ooh, that was last minute, wasn't it? I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll drive it. It makes sense to drive it. Get up there. Quit the faffing. Right, so change of plan. We're going to go get the mowers. I've realised that I did leave them out in the field that we last obviously was working in with that contract. Get the mowers, head down, and yeah, we'll... I think I can get through that way, can't I? Might be able to. It's probably just easy to drive down. But yeah, get the mowers, get out in the field with the JCB. We'll get it started, and then at least we're mowing. And then after that, we can obviously bring back... with the class, anything that we need to buy from the store. But if we get the mowing going, then obviously we're making a good start. We're not going to be able to sell these bales anyway. They're going to need to ferment, so it's going to take a bit of a time, a bit of time, but it should be all right. Hopefully, anyway. So I'm back at the field, but I'm just setting up the auto drive to get into this field from the other side. And then head up that direction. Oh, this is going to be... I've messed that up. I've messed it up, people. So we'll carry on, and then if there is a bit of a reverse, which there isn't, luckily. Thank God for that. Yeah, that wasn't very good, let's be honest. And then as you can see, that needs to be like that. Okay, so I'm hoping that'll work. It's a bit tight, but it should be alright. And then what we can do here is just stop it. I mean, we'll sort this out properly. This is just for this episode, just to get it going. And then we need to come out the other way. So if we're heading back up to the store. In fact, we won't really need to do that. That's just if we're coming from the store. Yeah, I'll leave that for now because that's good enough. It's good enough for what we're doing. So, we need to now do the boundary of the field because it's not going to actually have a boundary recorded. So, and it is also custom because of the fact we've, done a few changes to it. So, this one is going to be a Courseplay one. So, if we try and make this a bit more precise by turning on all-wheel drive, we can then record we just go around the boundary. Now, ideally, I'd go through that bit, but we're going to have to just bypass it for this time round because I'm an idiot and I didn't get rid of the post. So I will have to redo this boundary and I've obviously removed that. But for this episode, and we've got a long time till the grass grows back, and this is pretty much a write-off really, because we're going to need to, you know, do the precision farming stuff. We haven't got any information on it yet. It needs mowing first, and then we can obviously scan it after. Yeah, and then we can get the soil samples after. So just a bit of a write-off this time around, but obviously important to us because I'm hoping to get quite a bit of grass silage from this that we sell and make all profit from. Even though grass silage contracts have turned out to be pretty good. Pretty good. So we need to shut this gate. And is it still? I don't think it is, you know. Yes, it is. Is it still recording? It's a weird one. I think it is. And I think I also know why that happened. Right, so let's just quickly... That'll do, that'll do. So... if we have a look... There we go. So, got a grass field. Right, so if we rename this, just call it the same. Scroft's grass field. It's 2.84 acres, so it's not bad. But obviously when we start buying this plot here, this will expand out, and then eventually we'll have this, which I think isn't all of that. I don't know actually. It might be, but I think we're missing part about a section here. So it's still massive, isn't it? I mean, 2.84 isn't a bad size field to start off with. We've also got that small one down at the bottom, right by our farm. But we could expand it out, can't we, to that L shape, which will be much better. But it's I mean, it's all right. It'd be a little bit bigger there as well. But I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. All we got to do now is set up our course play. So we need to put that there. Field position, open. Headlands will do 3 just to be safe. Working width is definitely not 2.6. Definitely not. It's obviously just picking up the front. What we need is the front and the side combined. So, yeah, I just wish it automatically would pick that up, but it obviously doesn't, which is fine. So we've got 2.2 and 3.5, which will leave us 5.7 meters. So if we set it to like 5.5, just to be safe, I think that should be fine. We'll set it here with that field boundary. Open up 5.5. There we go. Three headlands. Smooth. Let's up the overlap just because, you know, we'll probably miss bits. We don't need to skip a row. Okay, now we should be getting somewhere. So if we set first waypoint, off you go. Enjoy yourself. Don't hit anything along the way, and watch that bloody post that I left. I think we should be good. I think we might have done this now. So now we can focus on getting a row first that hopefully this can pull. If it doesn't, then, you know, it's no big deal. We can always just use this because when it's done, we can switch over to the baler, onto the fast track, and then when the rowing's done, we can switch over this, hopefully, item that we pick up to load items in. Now, we're going to lease both of these out because I want to try before I buy. I don't want to, you know, get caught out. We're going to reset just in case I've got that to store delivery because it will cost me. So let's have a look. Let's have a look what we got. Anything on offer? That's always a good shout, isn't it? Nice front mower there. Bigger than the one we've got. Definitely. I mean, for 3.2, that's not bad. I'm sure the other one was 2.3. Isn't that right? Our front mower? Our front mower was 2.2, and that was 3.5. So that is definitely bigger. So that's a good shout. We'll keep an eye on that. Nice little 135 kind of style motor there. I think it is the 135 version. Potatoes, don't need that. Slurry tanks on offer. Some decent ones as well. That's got a 15 meter spread, but it only holds 8,000. But this one for 43 isn't isn't bad at all if we needed to do some slurrying. But I think we're quite a bit off that, aren't we? That would be a nice trailer for 38,000. Holds, what, 21? No, this holds 47. Bloody hell, that holds 47 litres. 47,000 litres. That is a beast of a machine. I don't even know if our fast track could pull that, though. Nice. 5 metre cultivator. Design colours in pink. That's ridiculous. That's not bad as well, is it? That is not bad for 10,000. And then we've got this here that's 7 metres, but it is a mod. But only 9,000. I think we've currently got one that says it's 9 metres, but it obviously isn't 9 metres because I keep missing bits. Some good options there. Some good options. So, let's have a look actually though what's in here. So if we organise this by working width, you might get some dodgy ones at the front, but no, we're not going to be going that high, unfortunately. That would be ideal though. There's this rake, a lizard rake, which is pretty cool. I like that one. 32,000, and it's 10.3 meters, but it only requires 20 horsepower. Nice. That is nice. We got this one. It's 8.5. It obviously came with the DLC that we had, the VIII one, which is the one that we've already got. I think it's definitely not that one. That's 8.4. That's a nice one though, and it's base game. You can't go wrong with that. But there's definitely one that I've got. Is it the one that I've got? No, we've got the Crone one. Tell you what, this is tricky, isn't it? Part of me thinks that this is the one though. This lizard. It's a bit of a strange one, don't get me wrong, but it's 10 meters, man. That's pretty good. And it, you know, pulls from behind. Might be really easy to use as well. Do you know what? I'm going to try, because it's the whole point. Try before you buy. I'm going to get it in a nicer colour. Probably like a blue. Don't really ever have many blue windrows. And maybe like a blue and yellow. That's a bit too extreme. Blue and white. Yes, let's do it. I like it. A very strange looking row, but worth a try. So we're only going to lease it out for 2,000. If we like it, we can buy it. But there is some options there. I mean, so the one that I think would be a good shout, if not that, is either these two here, because they're technically like base game and also the DLC. You got 8.5 and 8.4, and I'm fine with that, and we can trust exactly what it says. So, bale loaders. Now, it might be the fact that we have to watch out what we load up here, because our square, their square, where's a round one? So we've got some round ones here. I think there's only the one, and it's from the Anderson. 130, and it does up to 180 centimetre round. So we might have to reduce our size to 180. But I'm going to try it out. I like this. I do. I'm going to take the license plate off just because I don't know which tractor we're going to be using, but I think this might be really handy. I haven't used one of these, you know, unbelievably, since FS19 when the actual Anderson DLC pack came out. I remember it, and I really like that DLC that Giants did. It was a cracking one. Obviously, there's the auto load feature, but I'm kind of trying to avoid that unless it's a mad amount. And I've been doing, you know, manual loading, but this is kind of like semi-manual loading and auto loading, but you still have to put some work in. There's one here for square bales. It holds 14. This one holds 24 bales. Maybe that's reduced if we go to the 180 size. But yeah, I like it. I think we've gone and done the right thing here. And look at the colours of that for that Ford. I mean, it's massive though. It is massive. I just hope this Ford will pull that. It should do. Gotta have faith. I bloody hope so anyway. I think we need to go the other side, don't we? This is going to be interesting. Can I fold it? I bloody hope I can fold that, or else, yeah, we're going to need assistance on the road. So I'll get everything set up and back, and then, yeah, we'll go from there. Just let's first see this, though, because I bet you're also watching this, thinking, how the hell is that going to work? Do you know what? It actually looks pretty good, doesn't it? It boggles my mind. I thought it was like rolling, but it's not. It's actually on a... Yeah, look at that. That is insane. I like it. So can we fold it? Yes, we can. And now we are a ship with a sail. So where's the auto drive to this point here? Because we're obviously going to my field. Let me just see. Will you carry on from that point? I think you will. I think it automatically detects now where the best route to take is. But there you go. We're making strides. Now, I will drive this one manually because it's a hefty trailer and we don't want to obviously get caught out on that bend. Good, though. This is big improvements on what we're used to. I do like this. We need to make sure we set that baler up, though. 180 is where we can go to. I mean, look at that. Look at that thing. That is crazy. I hope he doesn't hit the tree. I haven't had much luck with trees on this map. I just keep clipping branches. I do like it, though. I think it looks good with the Ford. I might need a bigger Ford for it, so maybe we can upgrade to another Ford eventually. I mean, we're getting some good use. I don't think I'll ever... Ooh, yeah, the gate's shut, mate. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever sell that Ford. I really won't. Because I do like it. Go on, you can get through now. I do like it. I think I'll keep it anyway. I'm just trying to think. We're probably going to need to take some of this kit out. I'm going to leave this on the road. I'm going to leave it. Luckily, no traffic's on. You know, as long as we leave our beacons on and maybe we put our hazards on. I think we're legally okay now, aren't we? So we can take super strength off now. I don't need that. But I do need to make sure this dude moves out of the way. The mowing's going all right. I had to come in and change it. I didn't set the grass up right. It was fresh grass, and I think I get a bit of a yield increase when it's set up the other way. So this is 10 meters, man. These rows are going to be insane. They really are. So let's have a look at this. Does it automatically come up with what we need? It does. 10.3. We'll set it to 10 because I really don't want to be missing anything. Only 2 headlands and a 20%. No, that's too much. We'll start picking some up from the other. Go to 12 and we'll have faith in it. And yeah, you look at that. What a difference, eh? So we'll leave that for a little bit. We'll turn the engine off. In fact, before we do that, we'll just lower it down so this thing doesn't tip up. And we're just going to hope that works. Yeah, I've got faith in it. I do like it. And then, I'm just trying to think. So we're going to go from the mower. We're going to go from the mower to the baler, aren't we? So that can actually stay on there. Because we could switch it up. In fact, what I'll do is I'll bring the JCB onto this. I know, mate, I know. You're going to have to just... you're gonna have to either wait for me, be patient, or, yeah, don't. I'm moving it now. Moving it now. Yeah, that one's... doesn't work on that one. So, there we go. We've moved that out of the way. We're going to have to probably move some of this stuff, aren't we, as well? Please don't hit that. Please don't hit that gate. He's going to hit that gate. But he has sensed it, so good man, good man. Right, so let's just... One final step is setting this bale size. We don't want it to be... In fact, it is 180, but we can do 150s. And I think I might bring it down to 150s, because they are quite big, aren't they? And I'm hoping that should be enough. I'm also thinking about where we're going to stack... Where are we actually going to stack the bales? Because I think with them needing to ferment, we could actually just stack them in here. I mean, the only downside is that is if we want to get in. And you can see that it's starting to generate a bit of a map for us. So soon we'll be able to obviously get some soil samples. But, you know, we could say that we ask the farmer here, does he mind if we stack some bales in here? He's like, no, sure thing, stack away. Is that shed door open? Because that would be great, wouldn't it? We could stack them, or stack something in there. I'll tell you what I could do is I could get in G and see if I can remove that door. It might be all a part of one, and if it is, it's going to be difficult to do that, because that's a nice, decent shed, that is. We'll have to see. We'll let him carry on with his mowing. I'm hoping he hasn't missed bits, but he probably will, because obviously Coursplay's not realising about the overlap, unfortunately, so we're going to have to go up manually and do that. It might be a good point, in fact, just to take control now. Take control, and we can obviously carry on with this ourselves, and that way we know we're not going to get any issues, are we? And that's probably the best bet. And then do a tiny bit of a time lapse, nothing massive, like we'll just get through the mowing mainly. We have left a bit of an edge, haven't we, on that boundary? Might have to try and do that again. But yeah, let's get this sorted, finished off, get that rowing done, and then we can obviously set the baler going so we can finally pick up them bales and stack them away somewhere. So that turned out really well. We've got 18 bales. We've also got the one back at the farm, which means we've got 19 bales of silage. Now, I want to unload these, and I'm going to just leave them in this field. I think this will be a perfect spot, but I just want to figure out how these unload. So we're going to put it into unload bales and hope that this works a treat. And they stack up right. I might need to drive forward. So unload bales here. Yeah, so if I just quickly drive forward at the same time, that kind of helps it along the way without nudging them. So that's good to know. Hey, look at that. Do you know what? That thing's bloody brilliant. We're going to buy this, definitely. We need one of these. This is such a helping hand. It really is. So I'll let it finish off doing its thing. And we'll just go quickly check these bales. So you can see they're not quite as big as the other ones that we do, the 180s, but these are still big enough, aren't they? Ferment bale. So this is grass conditioned, fermenting. Why have I got an option that says ferment bale? So if I press... so you can... For some reason I can do it where I don't have to wait. I don't know what mods enable me to do that, but then I can cut open the bale. But we're going to just leave them to ferment naturally and sell them, because that's the way it needs to be. So I don't know what mod's doing that. But yeah, overall I think that we just turned out pretty well. The windrow though, I have to be honest, not the best. Definitely not the best. I like it. I think it was meant to be on the front of the tractor when obviously you're hauling a baler or something. I didn't want to do that. I think it just makes it a little bit too easy. But I don't mind it. It's all right. It's just not my cup of tea. So we're going to go with one of the other ones that I pointed out. I will try again. Try before you buy, because I think that's the best way to do it. But we're definitely going to buy that thing, because that is an absolute gem of an item, which will obviously help us out quite a lot going forward. So yeah, really productive episode. We've obviously mowed off this field. I've sorted it out. Need to move that post out the way. And then now, if we have a quick look, precision farming wise, we should, yeah, well, look, we got a bit of information. So I think the only thing we should get is yield, which wasn't too bad, really. Wasn't too bad, but what we need to do is obviously get this, well, we need to take soil samples, really. That's what we need to do. I unfortunately can't select it. So like I do this one and this one, it won't allow me to select it. So I'm going to have to manually just take some soil samples. That's the only way I can think of doing it. And then obviously we can do pH and nitrogen and so on. And it should be all right then. Fingers crossed. Or else we'll just keep it this generic, this kind of generic score. But if we take some soil samples, it should give us quite a lot of information, and we can obviously start improving on it. But I'm happy. I'm happy with how it's gone. Let's just have a quick look before I end at the other field, because we spent a lot of money, obviously. Well, not a lot, but we've spent a good amount on leasing out that kit. We will get some of that back, because I am using the mod where it gives you the deposit you pay, but the rate you charge for the hour, obviously we don't get back. This will make it, an even more decent field, and I can move out then post there. But I will sort the gate out as well. I think we need to make our entrance a little bit easier, because we've got some big kit. But I'm happy with this, and expanding it out. Wow, it's going to be a massive grass field. And I think this is where most of the money is going to come from. This field, this combination of fields, is going to be how we generate enough money to start building a farm. Because right now it's just not, we haven't even put anything in yet. So there's definitely some work to go. But silage is the way forward. We're doing well for money. We're going to make even more when we sell them bales. We'll keep carrying on with the grass silage contracts, maybe hit up some harvesting ones. But we are in November, so probably the work's going to change soon in the contracts. If we just have a quick look now, we still got a few baling ones, but I imagine as we move over to the next month, we're going to start seeing some different ones. I mean, we've got some weeding ones. They're not much though, not much at all. We could lease out now with this guy. He will allow us, Clifford will. But yeah, baling, I'd say baling is probably the best way to go. Maybe we can do some work for Gianna, because I think it was her field. Where's she gone? She's got a really big smile on her. There you go. Gianna Hartman. We need to do fields for her, because she's going to give us a discount on that last patch of 3 that makes it an L shape. But I'm really enjoying this series. I am. Honestly, it's something different playstyle for me, contracting work. I'm really enjoying it, and I think we're doing Great work with the grass silage, so yeah, stay tuned for more. On that note, I'm going to leave the video there, so thanks for watching, really do appreciate it. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, hit that thumbs up because that does help me out so much, and if you're new, please subscribe for more videos on Farming Simulator.